All right, time to get intellectual. Welcome back to the GYMDAD Fitness channel, and today we have Hypr High Stim Pre-Workout. And this one, I've seen a few people hit the reviews on this one, so we're gonna do something a little different here. I got my breakdown on just a normal regulation run, and then I have my run with a little bit of extra added on top, so I'll get to that as well. And so intellectual, right off the bat, the flavor is Straw Bongo Joe. So it looks like a strawberry orange, and it was really good, delicious flavor. Took this thing a few times. I mentioned twice for workouts, and then 3 or 4 times at like half scoop in the morning as like a little morning pick me up nootropic, and that's why I love it so much. The flavoring system on it is delicious. It's one of these ones that you want to wake up and just drink. It's so tasty. It's kind of like a little bit of a thick texture to it too as well too. It was delicious. You can't beat it. This intellectual brand has just killed it in all flavoring systems. Mixed with the regulation cup of water. Grammage was pretty accurate. I didn't really scale it out because this is a daily driver, and we'll get into that here in a second, but 21.9. And it was pretty damn near the mark, if I remember right, when I took it. I took this thing twice, and I think both times it was somewhat near that, and nothing like way short or way under anything to be alarmed about. So they're pretty damn close. I'll give them a check plus for that. And then let's go ahead and get to the ingredient profile, ingredient breakdown. Starting from the top, we have sodium and pink Himalayan sea salt, 118 milligrams. Chloride, 182 milligrams. Choline, alpha GPC there at 300 milligrams. And then here we got the little bit of pump action going on here. Citrulline, a whopping 6 grams here of pure citrulline. Beta alanine, the clinical dosage, 3.2. Betaine for performance output, 2.5, tyrosine, 2.5, taurine, 1.5, a little all-rounder there. Alpha GPC, 600 milligrams. So the first one we have choline from alpha GPC. This one is just alpha GPC, 600 milligrams. And then Himalayan pink sea salt, I guess above was sodium from pink Himalayan sea salt. This is just standard pink Himalayan sea salt. So this can be more pumped. So this comboed with their intellectual hydrate made for a very good like salty pump combo between the two of them. Another thing to note too is these do complement each other extremely well. And then caffeine hydrates, 300 milligrams, L-theanine, 250 milligrams. That's going to help ease the stimulation effect. Some people don't like that, but you know, this is what they're shooting for here is a smooth ride, a smooth daily driver that's got no drama. So, you know, we'll take that, and especially when I get into my stacker on how this thing really helped out with that. Theobromine, 100 milligrams. That's one of caffeine's buddies there. One of the metabolites of caffeine that's broken down to. See that in dark chocolate, helps with the happiness aspect of the energy. The decaffeine malate, 50 milligrams for the long-lasting caffeine. Then estrogen, to wrap it all up for absorption. And so, let's get into the effects of this one. So first run, you know, I could get into this breaking down the label, but you guys you remember stories. And so I took this thing the very first time. It was a day where we've all had these days before when like shit's just going wrong, work, life, and like you just feel like a little bit like overwhelmed, like just almost too much going on at the same time. And so I took this thing that on a day like that, like I honestly was thinking about just like skipping the gym. I was like, no. I got that intellectual, that nice, clean daily driver with a good amount of energy. Let's do that thing. And it was perfect. It was one of these ones that like just gave me just enough energy to get the workout. It was leg day. Hit about a good solid hour of legs. It was nothing too much, nothing too little. Just perfect. It's one of these pre's that like is good to have on hand because it's just a smooth experience. There's no drama. There's no anxiety. There's no heart racing. You know, even though it's caffeine is low-ish at the 300 plus the 50, it's only going to yield just over 300, but it's also got that theanine to kind of help ease the anxiety of it a bit more. So even if you're one of those people that came and handled like a Bang energy drink of like 300, it's like, you know, even with that theanine in there, it's going to help ease it a little bit more. But like even, you know, Stim Junkies, it's nice to have these things on hand because like every once in a while, like I said, you just have situations in life where like you have to kind of adjust your pre for the day based upon what, you know, your day has thrown at you. You can't just like, I've never been about like having a set schedule for what pre I'm going to take each day. I kind of wake up, you know, I have a general idea if it's going to be a daily driver day, if it's going to be an illicit day. And then based upon how my day goes, I decide is it going to be a smooth illicit day, like a, you know, an Aventador type day, or is it going to be a slapper? Is it going to be some Mr. White Yayo? And then same with the daily driver. Is this going to be like a no drama, smooth hitting daily driver like this? Is it going to be a high stim one with some alpha yo? You know, you just kind of have to evaluate what workout you're doing that day, and then what all the heck's going on in your life and your headspace at the time, and go from there. And this one was absolutely perfect for the day I ran it on. And then today, let's get into the second round of this experience. Just to be different, because this intellectual's been hit pretty hard these past couple weeks by other reviewers, we stacked this baby with Mr. White, Pure White. This is the Jugglin's caps, and I had ran this before on its own, and I'm like, this thing is so clean, so smooth. To me, ratio equivalence, I would probably say like 300 this Jugglin's maybe feels like 200 of the old-fashioned Dark Labs 2 Mino caps. Just my general feel and how it hit me. It's like, it almost feels like a clean, like an illicit daily to a sense. Like it's so smooth that like you really feel like you're cheating the system. Like you feel like you took a daily driver, but yet you have the euphoria and good vibes of a borderline illicit type product. And it feels like it doesn't feel fair. So it's a straight up cheat code for like adding on to a pre. And so I stacked this thing, 3 caps on top of this. And let me tell you what, so the day just absolutely drained. Youngest son was not sleeping last night, woke up at midnight, wouldn't go to bed till about 3 a.m. And then I was 3 to 6 with him. So probably slept maybe 4 hours, and just couldn't even hardly keep my eyes open, trying to get to pick the kids up and stuff like that. And so I take the drink in the parking lot, get my daughter, and this thing just slowly starts kicking in. Early on, I was kind of like, you know, after I drank it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I could probably go take a nap on this thing right now. Like, that's how tired I was. And then 30 minutes in, I'm still feeling that way. I'm picking my son up at the door. I'm like, damn, I still feel exhausted. Like, this is not going to have enough get up. And then I get to the gym. I start feeling a little bit better. It's like, okay, let's go hit a warm-up set and to see what we can do. And you know, is this going to be a cardio day, or like almost like a recovery day slash like active rest? Like do some cardio, do some stretching, and all of a sudden, like the first set felt pretty damn good. And then the sets just kept feeling better and better and better. And pretty soon, I found myself like almost feeling like I was dancing to the music as I was lifting. And all of a sudden, I started talking to people, you know, socializing a bit in the gym, making, you know, saying hi to everyone, tossing out some samples too to the other pre-workout fans, stuff like that. It's like it slowly just kept going and going and getting better and better. This combo right here with these two right here, it reminded me a very, very similar vibe. If I can find it, I might not have it on me right now. But yeah, here it is right here. Very similar vibe to this Legend right here, locked down. And what I say that for is the cleanness of it and how it doesn't really bottle rocket you. You kind of have to like work your way into it. Lockdown was like that. Like early on, you're like, this isn't gonna cut it, man. This thing is not bottle rocketing me to the sky. But then the more I lifted, the more I put in, the more the reps the more I got deeper into the workout, the more euphoria seemed to shine and come out and play. So this combo right here was one of the coolest, cleanest stacks I've ever felt. And stay tuned, because we're gonna do some more Pure White. We're gonna do a Christmas, white Christmas stack. We'll call it I'm Dreaming Up a Little White Christmas. And it's gonna be the Pure White, Yayo 1 scoop, and then regular Mr. White 1 scoop. And so stay tuned for that. But back to the intellectual. So overall, intellectual, great product to have on hand, whether you're a stim junkie, whether you're a beginner, intermediate. It's one of these ones that's versatile. You can get creative with it, take more of it, stack it. The fact that the caffeine sticks out at about 300 milligrams allows it to be stackable. It's not out of the question to throw like a cap with like 200 milligrams caffeine. So let's say like, I don't know, I think arson was like around 200 if I remember right. You know, it's not out of the question to do something like that. So that's what I really love about these hardcore dailies, and the pricing is very, very fair. That's another thing you have to think. Like, yeah, there's products out there that are more loaded daily driver wise. There's like, you know, the huge supplements products that are just absolutely massive snow cone scoops. There's pre-gym, there's like cage muscle, stuff like that. That's also got like massive clinical dosages in it. But you gotta look at the pricing on this thing. If I remember right, it's just over 40 or maybe $39.99. I'll have to double check. But either way, the pricing comes in very, very fair as well too. So really cool brand. They really bursted onto the scene here. Seen a lot of reviews and stuff, but also the flavoring system is freaking amazing too. Another thing to note which is very crucial for daily drivers. When you know, in general, the bones of this thing is very, very similar to a lot of really solid dailies. Like you kind of have the 3.2 beta alanine, 6 grams citrulline, caffeine complex. It's all pretty like similar in structure to a lot of other Pres, and so the flavoring system, the fact it's pretty damn good, comes in pretty is a big difference maker too. That could make or break your decision between one Pre and another Pre. But overall, check this one out. Like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the I'm dreaming of a white Christmas whiteout stack we got coming up. Like GYMDAD Fitness. Catch you on the next one.